Alright, welcome back to again. Last time we made some good headway on the picture. We found out that 3 of the victims had changed their names at some point. Why, we don't know yet. But we have Hugo looking into it, and the Hans Rickman also, and the Baslot case in general. But now, we're going to go see Marine about the drugs that were found at, Johnson and Co. That the killer, drank or ate or had with them. Something like that. Marine, thanks for the phone call. Glad you can make it. So what kind of drug are we talking about here? It's not your typical cold medicine. It contains ingredients rarely used in pharmaceuticals. They're used for cancer treatment. Cancer. Uh-huh. And I gave the data to Lane. We need to track down where it came from. It's a very specialized drug, so the source shouldn't be hard to find. Maybe you should drop by later. Alright. Thanks. Alright, Marine. Thanks. Don't be a stranger. Alright, let's go check in with Lane if he's still here. He is. Dr. Martinez, anything new on the case? I finally got something for you. Forensics called results on the drug found in the sink at Johnson and Co. We read from Marine. I came here to ask her about that. It sounds like a drug used for treating cancer. Yeah, but it's still considered experimental. We tracked down the seller and figured that out. Apparently, it's a new kind of drug they use at the university hospital. They just sent me a list of patients they administered that drug to. The suspect might be on that list. Exactly, which is why I'm a little frustrated. What do you mean? I know one of the people on that list. Who? Your boss, Henry Mills. What? Is this some kind of joke? No joke, Weaver. Where's your boss right now? He's been home sick since yesterday. Let me know when he gets back. I want to have a talk with him. We'll do that. Alright. So the boss has cancer. And he didn't tell anybody about it? We'll just throw that on the pile of suspicious things. Oh, and a cell phone call. This is Jay. It's Hugo, good. Oh, have I got stuff for you? Like what? Info on the 3 victims and their names. Some more info on Hans Rickman. And there's something I really want you to see, Jay. If we meet somewhere. Sure. How about the cafe bar in Seaside? Yeah, that works. Cool, see you there. Alright. I'm heading over there now. See you soon. You can go to the cafe bar now. Cool. Interesting. But let's go meet Hugo for now. Huh. Looks like a nice place. Hey, I've been here before. Think Hugo's here yet? Let's go in and see. Hi, Kate. Hello. Sorry for the wait, Hugo. Don't worry about it. I just got here myself. so fill us in on these big discoveries of yours. Okay. Names of 3 victims. First, I'll tell you about the 3 victims and their names. I checked out a list of names related to the crimes committed more than 19 years ago. And then it dawned on me. The name Lenny that Sam Coolidge was using. One of the suspects on that list went by the name Lenny Garnett. What's he suspected of? The Baslock incident. No way. Surprise, surprise. Seriously. What about Isabella's Eva and Duke's Iwan? I couldn't find anything on those 2. Wait a minute. What year is the Baslock incident? That would be 1976. Right, Baslock took place in 1976. What's wrong, Jay? The number on Sam's lotto ticket. The combination Isabella's safe. They're both 1976. Sounds like you're onto something there. There's no way it's just a coincidence. Hans Rickman. I checked some newspapers from the time Hans Rickman was killed. Here's what I ended up with. Got a copy of an article from 34 years ago. Take a look. Here. Hugo, this is an article on the Baslock incident. That's right. You got a newspaper article on the Baslock incident. That article was printed in the day after Baslock took place. This is the only article that mentions Hans Rickman's death. It also touches on how Hans might have been killed. Right, can I have a look at that before I chat with you more? Gonna be in file? You said I got it, but let me... Alright, fine. I will talk to you about it then. Let's just say he might have been killed. Here, take a look. Police officer killed when entering criminal hideout. Was he really ordered to break in? It's all right there. Go into detail here. And then look at this. It's Hans Rickman. So this is Hans. The article says he went against orders and decided to enter the hideout on his own. It also says there were 4 people hiding in there. 4 people who were hiding. There are 4 criminals inside the hideout. That's what it says. Then the Baslock criminals were a 4-man team. Based on what this article says, yeah, probably so. But someone still feels off. What does? Hans' death and the 4 criminals. When this article came out, none of this was ever mentioned again in the papers. Why did they refuse to report? Why do you think the papers stopped reporting on it? Pressure from the police, maybe? That'd be my best guess. And I'll bet there's an awful lot about this case that's been swept under the rug. I'm sure you're right. Oh yeah, another thing. I found another article about the Baslock with something strange in it. What? Unfortunately, it was in a gossip mag and I couldn't get a copy. But I jotted down the important stuff. Here it is. It's written a month after the crime. Someone on the Best task force was found to be connected to the criminals. And surprisingly, the name of the missed man is... Come on, who was it? Hans Ruckman. Uh-huh. Hey, that's what it said. Thanks to Hugo, we now have an idea of what links the 4 Providence victims to Baslock. That's all I've got for now, Jay. I hope you can use it. This is great. I don't know how you do it, Hugo. What can I say? I'll give you a call if I found any more. Thank you. Very helpful. Thanks, Hugo. You never cease to amaze me. Why, thank you. There's still a lot about Baslock we don't know. Including what happened to the 3 thieves who got away with $1 million. And how it's connected to the Providence murders. Exactly. Kate, we should ask people about the newspaper article Hugo found. That ought to turn up something. Also want to ask about the 4 victims and their past. Right. I know you can solve this thing. Keep the pressure on. Always. Alright. I guess we'll start with the top. Alfred, do you know anything? Let's talk to Mr. Brown. What do you need? Just want to ask you some questions. Sam Coolidge has passed. Do you remember anything about Sam Coolidge's in his younger days? Sam in his younger days. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. He was bragging about his trip to Vegas once. Talking about how he was living it up like a king. And how much money he blew in a single night. Any idea when that trip might have happened? He said it was in his 20s. So it would have been more than 30 years ago. Interesting. Do you know about this newspaper article? Take a look at this article. It's pretty old. According to the date, I was just a kid when this came out. Best luck, huh? My mother told me about this. Said a lot of money was stolen. Yeah, I remember now. But the rumor sort of evaporated soon after it happened, and nobody talked about it no more. Memory serves me, this case was never solved. I could be wrong, though. That sounds alright to me. Better be off. Thanks for your help. Charles Smith. For Lily and maybe her mom. Or her grandma. We better ask. Could you tell us anything about your father when he was younger? What do you mean by young? Something about 25 years ago, if possible. Or 35. You have to ask Grandma about that. I couldn't tell you about anything that far back. Didn't you want to ask me something? Yes. About his past. Can you tell us anything significant about your son when he was younger? He was made sure to look after his mom and dad. Do you know he paid off a huge debt that his father had accumulated? When did this take place? Oh, my Charles must have been 25 at that time. That would make it about 34, 35 years ago. Right. You know about this newspaper? Please take a look at this article, ma'am. Here it is. I remember this well. Because of what happened right after it. Charles paid off his father's debt then. Interesting. Sorry to bother you. No bother at all. Good luck with the case. Well, that's 2 out of 4 so far that have paid off large sums of... have had large sums of money right after Best Luck happened. Does Mr. Foley have something? How can I help you? I hope you don't mind answering some questions. Isabella's past. Did she come into some money like 35 years ago? Do you know anything about Isabella Campbell in her younger days? Well, I mentioned the cosmetic surgery to you. And back then, it cost much more than it would today. In fact, I'm still puzzled how Isabella ever managed to pay for that surgery. I don't think she had a rich boyfriend to fit the bill back then. When exactly did Isabella get this cosmetic surgery? Wow, that would have to have been over 30 years ago. Right. I'm getting all these vibes with people that they're affording things that they shouldn't have afforded somehow, and nobody questioned it. I've got an article that we'd like you to read. Here it is. Ah, the Best Luck incident. This happened about 13 years before Isabella was killed. I didn't know Isabella back then. She was probably aspiring to become an actress at that time. Look at this, just below the article there's an advertisement for movie auditions. I started holding those auditions in 1975. Isabella tried out in the 5th one. She almost got cast, too. I met her for the first time right after that. And what a gorgeous young woman she was. Right. Okay, thanks. Please come by anytime. We will do that. We've done it a lot in the past couple days, so probably will come back. Let's go see Natalie Emmett. Yes. We need to talk, ma'am. Yes. Desmond's past. What do you know? Do you remember anything about your husband's younger days? He had a hard life back then. But he used those experiences to build his business. When exactly did he start up his business? I'd say he was still in his 20s at that time. How did he come up with enough capital to do that? He told me he worked his fingers to the bone coming up with that money. I see. Oh, we can't really show her the article. We don't have a braille version. I mean, we could read it to her, but that'd probably be too long. So long, ma'am. You'll catch that killer fast. Yes, we are working on it. Let's talk to Robbins again. Let's talk to Mr. Robbins. Need something? We just have a few questions. Charles Smith passed. Do you remember anything about Charles Smith in his younger days? In his younger days, huh? There's this one thing. Charles' father was up to his ears in debt once. And apparently Charles paid it off for him. I heard that story at Charles' funeral from his mother. Where did Charles get that kind of money? Beats me. Apparently his mom didn't know either. At least, that's what she said. This can't be a coincidence. All four of the victims were spending large sums of money in their 20s. You, want to see this newspaper? I have an article that we'd like you to look at. Here. This is about the Bastock incident. Where'd you dig this up? It was buried in the Glockford Times archives. And after this article ran, it seems the media stopped reporting on Bastock altogether. They sure did. And this very article was the source of it all. It exposed mistakes made by the police department. The top brass back then didn't want to take any heat for this thing. After this article came out, all records on Bastock were sealed shut. And the media was pressured to leave it alone. So the police pressured the reporters to keep the incident under wraps. What exactly had to be covered up to protect the department's reputation? We found a lot of significant details about the victim's past. Right, all four of them spent boatloads of money in their 20s. But nobody knows where they got it. And everyone says the spending spree happened right after Bastock. Right. And then Hugo tells us that the four criminals were involved in the Bastock incident. There's even a suspect named Lenny, an alias that Sam Coolidge was using. You think they did it, Jay? It had to be them. They stole that $1 million 34 years ago. Oh, phone call. Hugo? What's up, Hugo? Oh, I got something for you this time. After we met, I looked into the source of that article I gave you. I found an old reporter who knew their article, and man, did he have a lot to say. Let's hear it. First of all, he knew Hans Rickman, the officer who died. Some very plausible rumors were going around in the office back then. Reporters were saying that Hans himself was the mastermind of Bastock. Really? Then that's what the cops were so scared of the public finding out. I think so. If someone on the force was discovered as the mastermind, I could see how smooth these criminals really were. That explains why the top brass didn't want to take any responsibility. By the way, Henry Mills is the name of your boss, right? That's right. What about him? It's true. Jay, your boss is checking into Hans Rickman too. That old reporter I talked to said your boss was questioning him. He told me some guy named Mills was asking him stuff about Hans Rickman. But why? I've got one more thing for you about Rickman. He had a wife and kid. But after Hans died, no one ever heard about his family again. It's like they vanished. Okay, thanks again, Hugo. Wow. So Hans Rickman was rumored to be the mastermind behind the Bastock. Why are we running into so many masterminds? I got a mastermind in this, I got a mastermind in something else. What? Crazy. now it seems possible that the Providence victims might have carried out the Basslock crime. But why is our boss looking into Hans Rickman? Sounds like Huger's done it again, Jay. Yeah, he definitely comes in handy. Why don't we go over what we've learned up until this point? Alright. First, let's run through an investigation of the Providence victims. They're asking various people about all 4 victims in their younger days. Found out something they all had in common. And what was that? They all changed their name, and they also all spent a lot of money. All 4 victims spent a large sum of money. That's definitely it. Tim Coolidge blew loads of money in Vegas. Isabel Campbell had some incredibly expensive cosmetic surgery done. Charles Smith paid off his father's massive debt. And Duke Desmond spent a ton of money to start up his business. And the kicker here is that no one knows where they got all that money. Right, which naturally leads us to assume it was stolen in the Basslock incident. Then they were the criminals who had pulled off Basslock, which is why they changed their names. Is it fair to take it that far, Jay? I'd say so. Alright. Now let's go over what we know about Hans Rickman. Thanks to Hugo, we've got something new on him. What is it? He was the mastermind behind Basslock. Hans was the mastermind behind Basslock. Yeah, that's it. But if that's true, then why was he killed at the hideout? Maybe they were fighting amongst themselves. It's possible, right? One less to pay means more money for everyone else. Right. What about this? The head of the police department finds out about Hans and arranges for him to die in the line of duty. Yeah, I can see that happening. One more thing. Henry's been out for a while, right? I think we should go over what we know about him, too. Henry. You think something's up with him? Well, Hugo says the boss is looking into Hans Rickman. But Henry told us straight out that he doesn't know anything about Basslock. So what would motivate him to ask about Hans? Yeah, now that you mention it. And don't forget we saw his car parked near Professor Gordon's office. That's right. What would he be doing there? And Henry's name even came up in relation to that drug found in the sink at Johnson & Co. True. That's not all. What do you mean? There's something that's got me really curious, Kate. What's that? Remember when I saw a vision of the criminal at Johnson & Co.? You weren't able to see his face. That's right. I couldn't see the face, but I just realized something this morning. The killer had a very similar build to Henry. What? That's why you wanted to discuss him as part of the investigation. Right. Jay, what do you think our boss has to do with all this? Looks like he killed Burnett Johnson. At least. I think he's connected to the Burnett Johnson murder. How come? The killer I saw in my vision was coughing up blood. Didn't hit me that the boss was acting the same way the last time we saw him. Yeah, he did have a bad cough before he went home sick. But come on, Jay, it's Henry. I really can't see him murdering anyone. I mean, neither can I. But the deeper we get, the more suspicious Henry looks. So, what do we do? Oh? Hello? Yeah? It's me, Jay. Marine. The blood results are in from Johnson & Co. I wanted to let you know immediately. What did they turn up? Someone else's blood. Someone other than the victim. The killer? Probably. So, I analyzed the DNA from that blood. And it matched up with an owner. Who was it? Jay... It was Henry Mills. No! What happened? Marine analyzed the DNA from the blood at Johnson & Co. It's bad. Henry's the killer. I don't believe this. We gotta find him fast. But how? He won't answer his cell. Do you know where he lives? I took something over to his place once. Then let's move. Ooh, we can go to his house now. We just went. Alright. Door's open. Let's go in. Look at this wall, Jay. It's covered in pictures. What the... Look, Kate. These are all photos of the victims. And look at this envelope. I've seen it somewhere before. Just like the one sent to me. What does this mean? Henry copied the letters written 19 years ago. Then it's true. Henry Mills is really Providence. I can't believe this. Where do you think he went? I don't know. Maybe after his next victim? Jay, look at this. Your dad's picture is on the wall. Oh god. He's next. Jay. There's no way in hell my dad's gonna be the next victim. Come on. Damn it, no answer. Please be safe, Dad. Dad? Jay. Thank God you're okay. Jay, it was terrible. What happened? I was attacked from behind and knocked unconscious. When I came to, there was a dead body on the floor next to me. A body? That's right, it was him. It was him, Jay. Take it easy, Dad. Whose body did you find on the floor? Your boss, son, Agent Mills. What? Henry. Yeah. That's him, alright. I just called the police. Why on earth would this happen, Jay? It doesn't make any sense. Dad was attacked from behind and Henry was killed. So who killed our boss? Are you okay, Jay? We gotta hurry. Jay. We gotta find the killer before it's too late. Let's go. Jay. Ooh, it's ramping up. It's ramping up, it is. Ooh boy. Okay, let's take a moment. So, the 4 Providence victims, besides Jay's family, were the people who did Basslock, and then they killed Hans Rickman, who was the mastermind, because either they were double-crossing him or something like that, but they killed him. And now Henry... Well... It looks like Henry was Providence, maybe? Or, at very least, he was the one doing the new Providence killings, at least. We can say that for sure, because he had all the pictures of people, and then he went and attacked Dad. So... yeah. Where that leads us now... find out who attacked Dad? I mean, I didn't see, like, any wounds on Henry, so I couldn't tell if, like, he just, you know, died because, you know, he had cancer and instead of, taking it easy and trying to get well, he was murdering people. I don't know if he died of natural or was killed. I couldn't quite tell. But it seems like he was killed. So... next time we'll come back and see what we can find. So, until next time.